This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down, Buffalo.
Mike. Check 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come. Pass. 55, Mike, 55.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56. Delta. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Easy, alert. Topper! Double up! Alert!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Ray. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Look out! Right, 40! Here we go.
Haywood.
On first down, it's Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
45 to the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Love. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Mexico. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Wide, get wide. 49, 49's the mic, 49's the mic. 11B. Check 26, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, check 24.
On first down, Douglas. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check out. 240. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Love. The quick slant caught. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go 11B. Hey, let's get there. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Root right. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, here's Luck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now a carry for Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On second down now, it's Mack. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To the air, Allen. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Back to throw, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ray. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Quo. Go.
Now a first down throw, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
He's tight on the right. We got 4. Watch the safety creep. 11.
Luck now to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Just like that. Mike's 49.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on second and long. Luck. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Here's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Check Mike 45.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
45. Mike, 45.
12. One day. Just make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check. Hey, Echo.
Just beating the play clock is Luck. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, Exit.
53, Mike.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. No ready.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 4 down. 45's the mic. There's a 5. 45, Mike. 45. 11B. Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
Throwing is locked. It's caught by Funches. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I got it.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Ray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Luck now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Undercrunch.
Luck throwing again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Wide 90. 12. Set a tone. Shift. X3. 218. Chopper. Alert 3. 12.
Again, Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
622. Yo. 11.
Throwing on second down. Luck. Douglas with a grab over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
12. 49 the mic. Watch 49.
Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 40.
40. Easy. Alert.
Crunch.
Ready. Hey, check. Bravo.
Now Luck. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
11 V.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Twelve.
Check Mike 45. Watch the screen. Pass.
45's the mic.
Hey, wahoo. 45.
Here's Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, You like what your game plan's showing you.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, 53, Mike. You don't want nothing, you don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a run with Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Staying on the ground with Mack. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Green 90! Blue Dan. 11. 49's the mic, watch 49.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, check. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Now Love. Catch made here by Campbell. The 40. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Ready! 12. Check. Let's go, Mexico. Hey, defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, run. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
No. 80 weapon. Switch. Jam.
On first down, Douglas. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check out. Line 40.
49. You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
From the 29, Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strong right.
Hey, high 7.
45, Mike, 45.
Back to throw, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Crawl.
45. Mike, 45.
On first down, Luck. He finds Douglas complete. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Crawl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Luck now to throw. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Play after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Check.
Switch.
Alert!
Mike 55.
On second down, it's Mack. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
53, Mike.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check me out. Mike 53.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Douglas. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it, it's Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Haywood! We own it! We own it!
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Watch the out. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Hey, check.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I'm coming. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now it's Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight dog.
First throw of overtime for Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Everyone got 4 down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 37-yard line.
Check out. 140. Here I come.
Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Over the middle, complete. That's Douglas. And able to rip off a big chunk. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch
12, 12, 12.
4 down, 4 down. Motion, 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 motion. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. And we heavy on the
11B.
check.
Go, go.
Check, 45 to Mike.
Now it's locked. It's caught by Funches. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check out. 380.
Watch the pass.
Check. 11, 11, 11.
On first down, Douglas. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Check out. 622. 12, 12, 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check out. 90.
On third down, it's Douglas. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check out. 40.
That's what I do.
They'll run on first down. Douglas. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Watching the ball. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check 37. Check 37. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
12.
After the interception, it's Long. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
One day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12. Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 390.
I got you.
12.
45 is the mic. 45.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, here's Luck. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
On the ground, it's Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the 39, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, orbit. 53 at the mic. Go, Wrangler. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Mack, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here we go, D. Check 61. Match box lights.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. It's caught. Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tackles.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.